Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download and 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/jumbled. Over 180,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Everybody, that's Mrs. Doubtfire.
Is it? Hello!
Yep, and welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
I'm Joe. Welcome.
Welcome.
Speaking of Miss Doubtfire, you're wearing the Miss Doubtfire face right now. Not the one that they prosthetically make for him, but the cake in which he dips Robin Williams dips his face in.
Yeah, and I also put out fires on my breasts.
Yeah,
earlier with pots and pans.
And you didn't have any cream, but you let some of that cake frosting drip off of your beard and into my coffee.
I did.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
That is a great movie, and you know what? I never think about that, but that moment in that movie, I'm like, that actually looks pretty good.
I would probably drink.
I'll take a little bit of face cream.
Yeah.
In my coffee.
And she
looks like
Cool and puts it on it.
Looks like Cool Whip or something.
Very much.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of Cool Whip.
Are you?
I would choose Cool Whip over like any like of the canned like Ready Whip.
Ready Whip? Okay.
I'm not doing like
I
give
didn't
me
know
Cool
there was
Whip.
such a hierarchy of Cool Whip. Or whatever.
I mean, you can taste it.
What is Cool Whip? Is it whipped cream? Is that what that is? Is it
Of course it is.
Okay.
It's just not in a can, so it doesn't get mixed with gases that expel it out.
That makes sense.
I
can understand that.
I like the taste.
So you like Velveeta opposed to Cheese Whiz?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
unless I'm just like, you know,
you like a candle opposed to Febreze.
Yeah. I don't like canned things.
Okay,
I like hair gel versus hairspray.
Okay,
yeah, it's all the
bottle
same.
of water versus a Mountain Dew. I understand now.
Bottle of water versus just like a spray bottle that I point to my face and spray my.
Yeah. Like hairspray, and they're just in the musical where they're just.
By the way,
or is it just hair?
So many chlorofluorocarbons floating around in that. Or in like, didn't they do that in Greece as well? Somebody had some hairspray.
Back.
It's like, dude, too much.
The guy that made those chlorocarbofibrins that you said.
Chlorofluorocarbons, CFCs.
Really regrets that.
I'm sure he does. He's a dick.
Made all those ozone killing things.
What a jerk.
Yeah.
Welcome back to another one. By the way, I'm fresh off the streets. I just came from a hard day of work.
Yeah. You look like rolling it back. He is actually in costume. He's not in Miss Doubtfire. No. He is in the top of him looks kind of like a zoot suit. He kind of looks like the Joker colored version of The Mask.
Yeah.
Where he's got that yellow bright suit. You've got like the Joker colors where it's kind of a vibrant purple.
Thank you, man.
And a green. You just need like kind of a question mark on you if you're going for the Jim Carrey, or actually it's a little bit more like Jack Nicholson because he had suits.
It's true, he did.
Yeah.
I take that. It's a high compliment. Thank you, Joe.
You're welcome.
It was a hard day. It was jeans. It was a casual jean day out on the corner. I'm dressed up like I am every day. I was a pimp today.
Yeah.
I have, complete with the hat with the feather, and actually, I feel like it's a little bit too fancy, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take it off.
It kind of looks like the
you can feel free to wear it if you want.
You could be a like a horn player in the French Quarter.
Definitely,
like part of some kind of band.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Or I could be the guy just singing scat, just lead scat guy.
Scat guy.
Yeah.
That sounds scat, because scat is like it's what you find like on the trail, like bear scat or deer scat.
Yeah, it's shit.
You don't want to be the head scat.
A head scat guy, yeah. That's a different. Yeah. That's what you might find on some websites.
By the way, today is Monday, so it's not actually. We're recording on the 30th. It's not even Halloween, and you're wearing a costume.
Hey, man. I'm trying to get into the spirit here, okay? You know, because we're not recording, obviously, on Halloween because I have children, and I have to take them trick-or-treating.
What was it? Turkey?
Trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating.
Yeah, trick-or-treating.
Trick-or-treating.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's going to be cold tomorrow.
It is going to be the coldest day of the week.
It actually might snow tomorrow, and I'm not joking. I was watching the news tonight.
I don't do that anymore.
Watch the news?
Nope.
Yeah, it was the first time I sat down. I was like, I got home kind of early, and I was watching like the 4 o'clock news.
What a sad night, man.
Hey, man.
You're just like, what else can I do?
Guess I'll check the local news.
Just flip on the news.
Yeah. It wasn't even like MSNBC or anything. It was just like Fox 11 or something.
Speaking of news, Kevin Spacey, huh?
Yeah. He joins the ranks of other people that are having the courage and confidence to voice their experiences. I mean, they're all varied, so it's kind of hard to. But it's like someone called it the Weinstein effect or Weinstein effect.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, I think the main thing to take away from from what he put online is, you know, he's a gay man.
Yeah. That just
that's the main thing.
Yeah. Did he say something else other than that he's gay?
I feel like there was like a really long lead up, but like the main thing, was that he was.
It just kind of okay.
Yeah, it didn't have any questionable content before then that he just tried to cover up with the end because that's who does that. That's really shitty to do. You know.
I mean, what it sounds like is a way to make it seem less inappropriate.
Yeah,
because like, I don't know.
Just to clear it up, if anybody hasn't heard, he's been accused of sexually assaulting a minor. At the time, the gentleman who's an actor as well was
Anthony Rapp.
Yeah, he was like 14, I think, is what he said.
Was it during a movie or something?
I don't know. Like I actually don't know what it was, but he was 26 at the time.
Yeah.
So what he's doing is chalking it up to like a drunken night, you know. But like I've been drunk too.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't lure any 14-year-olds into a room. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. Like that's I wouldn't have had respect for him either way.
Yeah.
But I would have felt better about the situation if he would have just said.
It's like two things to kind of distracted. I was drunk and then I'm coming out. Coming out is a big event, but it's not like, I mean, it's like when it's coupled with something like this, it just, it kind of, it doesn't matter.
Well, we all know how...
It obviously doesn't matter whether, you know, your sexual orientation, but like, you can't just have it as like a caveat, like, you know.
Well, we all know how Neil Patrick Harris came out. You know, he murdered that family. And then he just came out.
That's how he got away with it. That's right.
Yeah, and he can sing and act.
It's when he was, it's when he was a doctor.
Yeah,
and he was doing like 4 surgeries at once, and he just messed them up and
malpractice.
But then he came out and he was
gay.
Fine. Yeah.
And everybody said, "Oh, well, you're gay."
Yeah, Gosh, I might just rob a bank.
Yeah. Yeah,
and then I'll come out.
Do you think? Well, I don't think that he would say he's gay just to detract from the situation. I'm sure he probably is, but and we're going back to Kevin Spacey again. But it's like, you know, I doubt he would have just been like, you know, I'm gay. Like that's something that people do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they're gay. Yeah,
you know, nobody like coming out, and I know nothing about it, obviously, but it seems like...
Have you come out as a straight man yet?
I feel like that's sort of just common knowledge at this point.
Yeah. Just our,
But it's like...
knowledge.
Yeah, so it's... I don't know. It's like... It's a hard enough process for young kids who are trying to figure out... And then they see Kevin Spacey, like, getting into, like... He's up Shit's Creek without a paddle.
Yeah.
and then he just says, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gay." Like, how is that? Like, I don't know. It just seems
definitely
disrespectful to everybody who's going through that privately.
Straight or gay, it's obviously wrong, and it just doesn't give much confidence in someone else that wants to, because they'll think they'll be seen as a pedophile as well.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, you know what? To change topics and to make a little bit more more positive. Do you know, if I said Shamba, what does that mean to you?
Shamba?
Shamba.
Spell it.
Like sham wow without the wow and a BA at the end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shamba. It sounds like a variation of the mamba, like a dance.
Oh yeah. Shamba number 5?
Yeah. No, that's Shambo.
Oh, Shambo number 5. No, Shamba was a 58-year-old gorilla.
Okay.
That died.
Oh,
yeah.
That's sad.
I didn't know they could live that long. It's like one of the oldest in captivity. It's actually...
Is Coco still alive?
Coco, the cat lover?
The signing, the one that can do ASL?
Okay. I don't know. But Shamba was a lowland gorilla from Zoo Atlanta. It passed away.
Man, that's sad.
58 though, older than us.
Dude, that's pretty
nearly
nuts.
Older than us combined.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah,
that's pretty. 58 years old's a long time to be alive for anybody.
Yeah, but
for anybody.
But it's a gorilla. You just don't think about that.
Yeah, Coco, by the way, born in 71.
No longer with us.
No, still alive.
Really?
Yeah.
71, so that is 46?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. So Coco, I knew Coco was pretty old as well.
I was more impressed I said wow because of the math I did on the spot, and I got it. I'm pretty sure that's right.
46.
No, 56.
Yeah. 46. 46, because 70 plus 40.
I should have backtracked.
No, you said 56, so... You should have stuck with it.
Yeah.
46.
It's 46. Yeah. I said 46 at first.
I know. And then you said
56. Yeah.
Yeah. And that makes your 46 less confident.
Yes. Yeah.
Therefore incorrect.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going.
It's always weird because I always think when you think back to the 90s, you think it's 10 years ago. For some reason I still like that, but it's not,
Yeah. I saw
17 years ago.
Yeah. It's closer to 2040 than it is to 1990.
Yeah. It's closer to 2050 than it is to 1900.
Whoa.
Whoa,
man.
Whoa.
Blew my mind, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Speaking of blowing my mind, have you ever seen that show on Netflix?
Double Dare. These kids get together and they do all these kind of crazy things. They have to, they have to, pull snot, then they get the that green slime. Yeah.
Yep. You nailed it, dude.
Oh, is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh. Legends of the Hidden Temple.
That's it.
Where you have to make your way through all these little obstacles. It's kind of like a child's version of American Ninja Warrior. Or American Gladiators, too. Yeah.
I always thought American Gladiator would be super tough, but I'm pretty sure those guys weren't going 100%.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're going up against a dude who's 300 pounds, solid muscle.
Just did some roids right before he came out.
Yeah, he's got roid rage for sure. If he's not getting paid bank, he's taking you out. He's like a middle linebacker that's just going to lay you out. Especially the one where you're you caught a football and you got to run.
Yeah.
That dude's going to... He's going to flatten you.
And you got to have some moves. I want him to do it again. They brought it back not long ago, but I want him to bring it back and have the mountain from Game of Thrones on there, and then another dude as big as the mountain.
Didn't we talk about that? Didn't the mountain die?
No, the guy who played Mag the Mighty.
That's it.
Died. Yeah, I messed it up.
Yeah, that's right.
Initially,
and that was early. That's a callback.
Yeah,
way far back.
That's retro. That is old school Jumbled.
Or that other guy,
Andre the Giant. He's no longer with us though.
No, not Andre the Giant.
The Hound?
No, brother? I'm talking about the other guy from Game of Thrones, the muscular dude who's going to be... I always forget his goddamn name.
Huh. The one we were just talking about, the mountain?
No, the other dude.
His brother?
No, the other guy who's he's
Sean Bean?
That's it.
The actor? He's in it.
No, I'm talking about the other guy from Game of Thrones. The really muscular dude. The really muscular guy.
Get angry about it. You know, there's like 50 plus other...
Are they all fucking ripped?
Well,
Aquaman.
A lot of them are.
The dude who's going to be Aquaman.
Oh, Khal Drogo.
Fuck Joe. Fuck, man.
Well, hey, man, we're in the 7th season, and spoiler alert, he doesn't make it past the 1st, okay?
Well, spoiler, who the fuck cares?
I haven't thought about him in a minute.
Okay. All I'm saying, I saw a movie with him in it, and it was that one, I think it's called The Bad Batch. It's him and Jim Carrey. I called you a batch. It's him and like Jim Carrey.
What?
In this, but it's not a comedy. Oh. You know, Jim Carrey's been doing some like weird sort of stuff recently, like
The Majestic, and,
like the number 23.
That was really weird.
Yeah.
And by the way, that hasn't been recent. That's been
that was a long time ago.
I'm gonna guess
that was like 5 years after Eternal Sunshine.
I guess like 11 years on that movie.
That's probably close. Mm-hmm. Eternal Sunshine was like the first one that he did.
That was really weird, but I liked it better than all of his other like.
Yeah, I like that too because it had the comedy, like Jim Carrey's comedy in it.
Yes,
but also serious. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I like that the Incredible Hulk was just dancing around in his underwear. You remember that part?
Which Incredible Hulk are we talking about?
We're talking about the most recent one.
Can't
remember.
Ruffalo.
That's it. Mark Ruffalo and Kirsten Dunst.
Name the other actor who has done him in the last 15 years.
Mark Ruffalo. There's
Edward
Norton, and there was
I can picture the guy. I thought I knew his name, but now I'm just thinking
sort of
Steve Bannon.
Sort of like a taller guy, dark hair.
He was in Troy. He was in he was in that movie with Adam Sandler where he's like dying.
Click?
No.
He was dying in Click.
No.
You're talking about
he was just speeding through life.
Well, at the end, or like one of the parts of Click.
Yes,
Spoiler.
Yeah.
He's
Spoiler.
dying.
Yeah.
He runs out
11 years ago,
out into the rain.
Gosh,
he's dying.
What's that guy's name?
But
he talks like this.
Oh, he's Australian?
Like, yeah, he's Australian or what's the other one? New Zealander or something.
He's a Kiwi.
He's a Kiwi.
I actually don't remember the guy's name, and I'm not going to look it up right now because I feel like
I really want to know.
I'm relying a lot.
Yeah.
On the Googs, and I don't want to do that.
Googs?
Yeah.
I'm a Googer.
You're a Googer.
I've only used it when I've had to, where it's like, I don't know what situation that would have been, but I think I had a gun to my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise,
No.
Some guy came up to me on the street with like a camera. He was like, "Hey, which one is better, Bing or Google?" I'm like, "Google." I just walked away. He's like, "Hey, you want $50 to talk about Bing?" I'm like, "No."
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, Microsoft, pay me $50. Promise I'll never use Google again.
For $50, you will give up Google.
I'm doing the air
quotes. For
quotes.
those not watching us live, which is...
I'm doing... Yeah, this...
Other than you and me.
This does not
doing the air
translate to
or
podcast.
Wait, we're doing a bunny. Is that
Little
a bunny?
bunny foo-foo hopping through the forest, scooping up field mice.
Popping them on that?
Yeah. No, I will, quote-unquote, never use Google again.
I use it every single day.
And you can get me on film saying I'll never use Google again. As long as you give me that skrill, dude.
It would be, okay. Is it really, let's get real. How much would it take
to never use Google again?
To never use Google. Like if it was like, it's like, hey, give me a number.
That'd be difficult because I feel like I would accidentally do it. Because like like when you search with your iPhone and you say like Siri, look up blah blah blah, it does Google search. It returns Google results.
It also does like Wolfram Alpha or whatever that weird thing.
It's like a database. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It would probably take $10,000.
Really, $10,000?
Yeah. Give me 10 grand. I'll pay off some bills. I'll never use it again.
Yeah. Man, 10?
Does that include YouTube? Because YouTube is owned by Google.
Yeah, dude. Google.
Well, shit, I don't know that I can do that. I love YouTube, man.
I was thinking like 50,000 might do it for me, but
really,
but that's just thinking about the stuff in the future that we don't even know about yet. Google,
man,
that's tough.
Yeah, Google soon is going to be just living inside our brains.
No one wants to go back to Yahoo or Ask Jeeves or Cha-Cha. No one Cha-Chas
anymore. I'll DuckDuckGo it up all day long, dude.
What was the other one? Lycos? No, that's like...
I don't know.
That dog? He would go and fetch it and bring it back. Remember the commercials? There's like the Scottish player.
Took a long time to do that.
Or, when he would go and find the answer.
He would just like run off my screen and you're like, what the fuck's happening?
Well, it gives you time to actually learn dog language. Canine
learn how to navigate to Google.
Yeah. I think it was Lycos.
I don't know.
That commercial where
maybe.
this guy's like playing the bagpipe and he's on a mountainside. And the dog's in front of him and he just goes running off.
Maybe. Do you remember All the Web?
All the Web?
Yeah.
Yes, everything I've ever been to. I remember all of it.
No, there was a search engine. All the
really?
Web. It was bought by Yahoo, I think. Which, by the way,
bought by Yahoo.
I haven't used Yahoo. Mm-hmm. I don't think, honestly, seriously, ever.
Really?
Unless they've unless they've like set my search as Yahoo or something.
You never used Yahoo. That was it though.
Not because I did like AOL.
Yeah.
I searched with AOL. And then there was a period of time where I was just doing like All the Web or just like smaller. All the Web was actually really good. Nobody gives a shit.
So you didn't even have a Yahoo email?
I have a Yahoo email. I just haven't searched in Yahoo.
Okay, you haven't Yahooed.
I have a Yahoo email that has like 6,000 emails in it that I just use Yahoo emails to sign up for shit I don't care about.
You better get rid of that stuff because when you die, your family's not going to have to go through all those.
Just a shit ton of emails.
Going,
I guess he didn't want that 20% off coupon.
Yeah. Here's another Bed Bath & Beyond. Better read it. Could be something important in there. No, unsubscribe.
Notice you haven't shopped with us in about 5 years. Thought we would extend a 5% discount on anything you purchase.
Dude, some of these places, so I've gone to like unsubscribe. I'm like, how am I still getting emails? Because you're unsubscribing from that specific list where it's like a news update, but not like a product thing.
Sure.
And you have to like go in and really like, sometimes they
shitty,
like log in to turn it off. And it's like, I hate you.
There are programs you can use that sort of, they go through all of your emails and they pick out all the ones that are unread and heavily sent.
Yeah.
Or all the ones that are sent and unread or whatever, and then you get to decide which ones you want to just unsubscribe from.
Okay.
Yeah, and it automatically does it all for you.
Does it recycle all the emails for you? So it's not like wasting? I always feel bad. That's why my trash is full
just
in my email because I don't want to it's like a lot of waste.
Yeah.
It goes to landfills.
Yeah. All those recycle bin landfills.
They put them on those 8 megabyte floppies.
Yep, just zeros and ones, man. Just piles of zeros and ones, man.
As far as I know, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You haven't thought about that, have you?
I haven't.
All your email waste.
Have you seen the show Getting Back to Netflix?
Getting Back to Netflix?
We were talking about a show, and then you threw me off topic.
Getting Back to Netflix? So is that about like someone who's like gone away to Hulu for a little bit or like to Amazon Prime, and then all of a sudden he's like, you know what? I haven't been back to Netflix in a while. And it's called Getting Back to Netflix. Getting back to Netflix.
Are you just trying to fill sound because I'm filling dead space because I'm looking at you?
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's the jingle. Getting back to Netflix.
It's no, Black Mirror. Have you ever seen Black Mirror?
Yes, that's really messed up. I haven't seen all of it, but yeah, I have.
Have you seen the episode about, it starts off with these two chicks, and one's like going to a club, and the other one's like with a guy going to a club, and then they like, she eventually like starts talking to her or whatever. Eventually, like spoiler, if you haven't seen this, go ahead and just mute for 30 seconds. You end up finding out that this is like an alternate consciousness. So like these people are like, they have like a thing they put on their head and they can enter this world.
And they ride bikes.
On servers. And you can do whatever. It's just like it's like on Earth, but it's just like this city or whatever.
I don't know if I have seen that one.
It's a really good one, but and then you find out these are like older people, like elderly people who are living vicariously in these younger bodies in an alternate consciousness, who have not physically met each other, but they're meeting on these servers.
Okay.
And then you can die.
Yeah.
When you die, they can transfer your consciousness to live on the server. So it's almost like a heaven sort of situation. So like they transfer you and you permanently live on these servers.
It sounds like a mix between, there's like a Bruce Willis movie where, oh gosh, I can't remember the name of it. It's kind of like the alternatives, I can't remember the name of it, but where you can like be inside, like it's got a robot though.
Yeah.
That walks around. And then there's a movie with, Johnny Depp, the something, something where he
Edward Scissorhands.
Yep, the Edward Scissorhands,
yep.
Where he transfers himself into into like a computer.
The Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yes. Nah, it's a lot like they stole the
Pirates of the Caribbean.
They stole this term from like astrophysics. When it's like on the event horizon, I can't think of the freaking thing. It'll come to me later and I'll just scream it out. It's like
it'd be like the apex or like whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh my
gosh, it's like right on. It is like right on the tip of my tongue.
The Sweeney Todd.
Yep.
I'm trying to come up with other Johnny Depp movies.
You don't know Johnny Depp? Just name every Tim Burton movie ever. Fight Club. There's another one.
He wasn't in Fight Club. I wish he was like just like one of the people in the back. You know, Johnny Depp just hanging out in the back.
Yeah.
Do you know he's from Kentucky?
I do.
Do you know he does not claim that he's from Kentucky?
I didn't know that he doesn't claim, but I knew he was from. I think he's from like Owensboro or Henderson or something like that.
Yeah, he does not. He does not talk about Kentucky or like, you know, some people
even live in the U.S., right? Like he lives in
I'm
like,
sure
England or
I heard recently, but I heard recently he was in financial trouble because he was just spending millions of dollars.
He also just got a divorce and had to pay her millions of dollars.
I'm sure, but like
he had just like, do you know what happened? Like he like beat his wife.
Oh hey,
it's kind of.
What's up with all the actors, dude?
I don't know,
Kevin
man.
Spacey's gay.
I don't think that's a bad part, other than that.
No, it's being funny.
Oh, okay.
It's being funny, Joe.
I gotta find. I'm not gonna leave.
Don't,
this for
Joe.
Johnny.
Don't.
Like I have to look this up.
Before
my phone dies, I'm on 1%.
1% doesn't mean 1%. 1% always lasts like 2 hours.
Come on, Wikipedia. Why don't you? I don't like it when they don't list it in transcendence. Transcendence.
Transcendence.
Transcendence. It's when you like you transcend into the computers.
Oh, okay. So there's no "the" on it.
It's just transcendence, yeah.
Oh, okay. So all the times I was saying "the" just didn't mean anything, huh? You had me saying "the."
I hate it when people say "the" when they're reading. Like I remember it was this.
What if an extra word starts with a vowel?
If it had no, dude.
You can't say formal. The apple.
I always say the apple.
Really?
Yeah. I don't do that.
And I don't mean to do it, but that's just like it just feels.
I was never taught that either.
The egg. That's I don't think that's
like
really something.
A and like of course, but like the and the. Nah, dude.
I think I don't know. I think that's just something I learned.
Mm-hmm.
And not like somebody taught me how to do it, but like just hearing people speak.
You would say, like, if I had an apple on the table and you want me to hand it to you, you would say, "Can you hand me the apple?"
I probably wouldn't say that. I would probably say like, "Hey, give me that apple."
Yeah.
But like,
would say,
I would say, look at the apple over there.
The apple. Hear ye, hear ye.
You know how something sounds weird after you start saying it?
Ladies and gentlemen, lend me thine ears.
You know how something sounds weird after you say it in repetition?
Yeah.
Now you've got me questioning it. You've got me questioning it.
Yeah.
The answer... I am the oldest child in my family. The oldest just sounds like I'm...
And I'm the angriest every time I hear you say the.
Hey, Joe, when you were growing up,
yeah,
what'd you want to be? What'd you want to do with your life?
Typical things.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a surgeon. Mm-hmm. You know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like a brain surgeon.
Yeah.
You know, pretty typical.
Yeah, typical stuff. Yeah. Working with the frontal cortex, of course.
Yeah.
Specializing in that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to be... I did want to be like some kind of athlete, like a basketball player. Mm-hmm. And all those silly things. I want to be a dentist or a veterinarian at some point in time.
I think most young boys have some... And I shouldn't say most, but a lot of young boys... have that sports dream, you know, where you're like, oh man, I'm gonna be in the NBA, or you know, I'm gonna, obviously it does not happen, but
the percentages are pretty low
unless you're, but there is a kid who goes
professor.
That's it. Now, there's a kid that goes to the high school I graduated from. His name is Romeo Langford.
There's just one kid now.
Just one. High school? There used to be 2,000,
How many teachers?
It's a big school. They're full staffed.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And he just goes, bells ring, and he just goes from classroom to classroom.
Yeah, but he's still only got, 8 classes.
Yeah.
Per semester. So the rest of the time the teachers are just like, they're preparing for class and they're getting their syllabi ready and all that stuff, but then, they just never get to use it.
Do teachers have more than one syllabus?
It depends on the teacher.
Yeah.
If they're like a choir teacher, and they have different kinds of choirs.
True.
And you have different syllabi.
Yeah, for each class. Yeah, makes sense. Imagine he's like late to class and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I was, I saw my friend in the hallway." Say, "Don't you lie." Why are you tardy?
You did, huh? Yeah. I was smoking in the boys' room with my buddy.
Smoking in the boys' room.
You're the only one here. You might as well be homeschooled.
Miss Johnson, can I go to the nurse? It's like, I guess.
I guess my fucking day's shot.
Lesson's over then. Shoot.
I'm gonna go drink.
Yeah. One. Just imagine that. A schoolhouse with just one student.
That'd be nuts.
Crazy. Good story.
Yeah, it's called homeschooling. Mm-hmm. No, the kid that goes to the high school I graduated from, his name is Romeo Langford. That's cool. And it is cool. And he's a pretty big basketball highly scouted player.
Really?
Yep. The Hoosiers are looking at him. Mm-hmm. The Tar Heels, North Carolina, Duke, Kentucky. I don't know if Illinois is in the running. Louisville was until Rick Pitino got canned.
Yeah.
So,
is he one of those that got canned for being?
He's gay. Everything that's the excuse.
Well,
no,
you don't know it. He sounds like one of those names.
Rick Pitino. No, he there's been like over the past 5 seasons, there's been like talks and grumbles about like, oh, is he paying students to come to the school or whatever. There was like a few years ago, it came out that not necessarily him, but maybe his I can't brush this off. We're gonna talk about it. It came out that either he or his assistant coaches were like getting either strippers or prostitutes or something, and like these kids who are like visiting the school, they're like going to these parties.
Mom, I want to go to Louisville.
Mom, I know where I'm going.
Hey, how did the visit go? I want to go there. Why? What made it so good? I don't know. I just love it. Can I go now? You're only a junior. I want to go.
Mine's made up.
Yeah.
No, but that came to light, I don't know, a few seasons ago. And then I think there was a scandal where it was found out that he was paying kids to...
Dude. To come?
Yeah. He's like incentivizing them to pick the school to go there. Unfortunate. But that's how it is, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you can't really I mean, obviously you can't do that, but I mean, the only incentivization should be that, I guess, just the perks of the school, like the cafeteria. Like, how do you get
either that or it's
program?
Well, I mean, you look at somebody like John Calipari, who's the Kentucky head coach.
Okay, thank you for clarifying that.
He has a record of like having a lot of one and dones. So like he'll recruit somebody, then he breeds them to next NBA draft. They're gone. Yeah. So it's like you're either mostly picking a school that is gonna win because you want to be in the eye of other like NBA scouts. So I mean, I'm hoping he chooses Indiana, but we'll see.
Hometown hero.
That would be pretty sweet, man. I'm always pulling for the Hoosiers, so my Hoosiers. Hold on a second there, Joe. Let's talk about our sponsor, Audible. Again, head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled to get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Doesn't get much better than that. We're going to be quick with this one, Joe.
All right.
You're just getting right into it. Let's get to business. Let's get to brass tacks here. Okay. So I'm gonna say my book this month is We Are Legion, We Are Bob.
Okay.
That's the first in a series of books called The Bobiverse.
Okay. That explains Bob.
Yep. It's by Dennis Taylor, narrated by Ray Porter. I don't know who either of those gentlemen are, but I'm sure it's great. So basically, this book is about a guy who owned a software business, sold it off, and he was planning on living his life, living in, having a good time. Then he got killed.
What?
He got killed.
The end?
The end. It's 5 minutes long.
Wow.
No, but he was killed, and then somehow he wakes up a century later to find that he's become property of the state.
What?
And he's been uploaded to the computer hardware and is slated to be the controlling AI in an interstellar probe.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so it seems like a really interesting...
Did you just read the whole book to us?
I did.
Oh, wow.
You don't have to listen to it at all. I just narrated the entire thing. No, so it is, this one runs for 9 hours and 30 minutes. The next three... There's
the same length as this ad.
Yeah, very long. The next 3 books are going to be in a series of this. So start out with this one, and then you can jump to the next one next time.
Seriously, I'm kidding. That's the name of my book.
Oh,
It's by Ellen DeGeneres, and it's called Seriously, I'm Kidding. And you know who narrates it?
Morgan Freeman.
Exactly. No, seriously, I'm kidding. It's by Ellen DeGeneres. And narrated by Ellen DeGeneres.
But are you kidding, though?
I'm kidding. It is just a book of stories she tells. She says she's experienced a lot over the last few years, and she wants to talk about it. So it's going to be a funny book.
Wonderful.
The ratings are through the roof.
And you're not kidding.
And I'm not kidding. Seriously. I'm not.
Nobody really knows if you're kidding anymore.
Seriously, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Is the name of the book.
So listen to that, guys. And listen, really listen to We Are Legion, We Are Bob. I mean, that's obviously.
Yeah.
So head on over there to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Joe, what is that? One more time.
audibletrial.com/jumbled.
Ooh, that was fast. Let's get back to it.
Hey, when did you win the Masters?
Because it's a green jacket.
It's a green jacket.
I got it.
Green jacket, gold jacket.
Hey, when did you become homeless?
I have fingerless gloves on.
Yeah.
Like fingertipless. Yeah. Like they were in my pocket, and I put them on.
If you didn't hear during me trying to talk about Rick Pitino, you were just going. Shh.
I was sliding them on very, very slowly and very intently.
I promise, if you go back 2.5 minutes, you're going to be able to hear. Yes. You're going to be able to hear it, and just like me not being able to formulate sentences because I'm.
It's right distracted. Before you talked about the prostitutes. You laughed like right before that.
Yeah. No, to answer your question, I won the Masters. Wow. Oh gosh, it's been for the past 20 years, I think.
Really?
Yeah. It started early. I was 10.
Tiger who?
And I've been flying under the radar though.
Have you?
Like I'll win the Masters, but I'll do something like they can't put on TV.
Yeah.
You know, like I'll just show up without a shirt on or like, you know.
Yeah.
They don't really want to air that on TV. So like.
Of course.
You know,
yeah, you don't hear about it.
But you're like, Zach, why are they talking about like Phil Mickelson or like, Tiger Woods all those years? Because they were second place.
Can you name another golfer?
Fuzzy Zeller.
But he doesn't golf anymore, does he?
No, but he is a golfer.
Yeah, name like on the tour right now.
Arnold Palmer.
Nope.
He's not there's probably a guy named Sergey or something like that.
There probably is.
I got nothing else, man.
Like Roy
or Nelson.
Roy McIlroy? Or wait.
Rory
McIlroy. Yeah, I messed up.
Rory.
Because I was thinking Roy.
By the way, awful name. Don't name your kid Rory.
Rory?
Yeah.
I'm naming my kid Rory. Boy or girl? Rory. This is Rory. It's short for Rory.
I was hoping you were going to try to make a longer name out of Rory.
Yeah.
By the way,
it's short for coriander.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know why, but
I don't know why either.
Rory is one of those names that you feel weird saying it because Rory. you want to say the R's.
Yeah, Rory.
But they're in such close proximity to each other that this is my kid Rory.
Sounds like a frog almost. Rory.
Yeah,
or like a car that's not starting. Rory.
Oh man, I know that sound very well. You came by my house yesterday, and my muffler's falling off.
Dude, I've been wondering. So every time you've been leaving, it sounds like you've got like a
yeah, man.
It sounds like you got a Dodge Challenger Hellcat out there. It's like you can hear
it's
like
loud as shit. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I
did it on purpose.
Off of there, or whatever.
I did it on purpose. Yeah, no, my muffler is peeling away. My car is falling apart piece by piece. So that's where we're at with that car.
All right.
I
gotta be careful that you're not idling in that thing, because your muffler's not. I mean the exhaust is like coming out like 4 feet away from where it should.
Yeah. Who cares, man? I don't care.
We'll get I'll get my welder out, and we'll.
Oh, you got a spot welder?
Yep.
Okay, we'll tack it.
Yeah, I'm
cool, man. That's my car as I drive away.
That was me starting up the.
So you said you wanted to be a doctor, basketball player,
fireman.
Like
never a police officer. Pro surfer.
You know what I wanted?
Turtle.
You know what I wanted to be?
You wanted to be. Sorry for not asking you back. You know, I'm kind of.
It's okay. We got sidetracked. It's fine.
You wanted to be a broadcast journalist.
No, but that would have been pretty cool. I wanted to be a Getty Images model.
Are those the people that are inside the frames when you buy them?
Yeah, those are the people that get paid $50, 50 big ones, and then you just sign away all rights to your image.
Really?
Yeah. So you just say here. They say here's $50, and then you, as long as somebody wants to pay to use your picture, you could be in whatever. You could
be a stock image.
Yeah. Huh. You could be in any kind of advertising. You know how you see like wherever you work, they'll hand you a pamphlet or whatever. Mm-hmm. Those are all Getty Images models, and those people only got paid $50, $200 for that.
$5,200. I would take it.
50 to 100.
You don't have to say that those two are 100s. 5,200.
Oh, gotcha.
You don't say 5,000 and that's 200. You say 5,200.
That's why I wanted to be a Getty Images
I would
model.
Do. Yeah. Every time you take my photo, $5,200.
$5,200.
No, that wouldn't be such a bad career.
As long as you got a lot of work lined up. As long as you're all right, well, it's 2:45. I got to be somewhere in 15 minutes to get another picture taken.
You got to be like the old guy in a golden retriever in black and white.
You got to be, you got to be part of the Viagra commercials, the Cialis.
So it's just a little bit extra.
Yeah,
your taxes.
The bladder control.
Yeah.
That I always feel so bad for those actors, because they're like, got to pay the bills, but I guess I got to act like my dick's limp,
I don't think that what bladder. Oh, you mean for
no, Viagra. Like Cialis or something like that. Yeah,
I thought you meant that's not what happens when you have bladder control issues.
No, yeah, you just piss yourself. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty rough, dude. Can you imagine? You're like, I really like acting. I really want to do this. I really want to be a good commercial actor, but I gotta fight through all the Cialis commercials first to break through and get to that Budweiser commercial.
Your manager's like, telling your manager you don't want to do it, but it's like, hey, this could be your big end. It goes from Viagra commercial to Martin Scorsese film. Okay,
you think Ashton Kutcher jumped right into that '70s show? No,
he did Gap.
You know what he did before Gap? Versace. Mm-hmm. You know what he did before that?
He was the Abercrombie and Fitch model, standing with his shirt off in the foyer of the store.
Yeah,
maybe, I don't know.
He should have been.
That's kind of just strange, isn't it?
Yeah, that you have a dude that's just standing around without a shirt on.
Yeah,
and you're trying to sell clothes.
Yeah,
so why aren't you wearing the clothes?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like,
you're selling a lifestyle, man. The medium.
You're not
is
selling
the message.
You're not selling the clothes. You're selling sex.
I mean,
you're selling pecs. You're selling flex. Sex. You're selling sex.
Wow.
Pecs, flex, sex. That is the 3 tiers of Abercrombie and Fitch marketing. All right.
Are you a creepy PR guy? Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's another X. No, it might just be 3.
Checks.
Maybe. Pecs, flex, sex, checks. You get the checks when you
checks.
That's the last one.
I was thinking more like the cereal. Because
it's
kind of like there's not like a lot of sugar on there, so it's kind of a healthier kind of thing.
Like frosted checks.
Oh no,
just the regular.
Straight up checks.
Whole grain.
I want some cereal now. It sounds good.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not much of a cereal.
You want to go to that? You want to go to that cereal place down the road?
Right next to the new ramen place. Yeah, dude.
That's like one type of food that there's never just a place.
Yeah,
it's like you never just go to get cereal.
Blew my mind.
Let's
open an artisan cereal place.
What are we gonna name it?
Cereal.
Well, it's a work in progress. Yeah. We'll figure it out. But the artisan, the artisan cereal place.
Can I talk to the manager, please? Yeah,
it's just
my
dude.
cereal came out and it's like room temperature and mushy.
It's just a dude in pajama pants, and he walks out of a room and smoke just comes out from behind.
Yeah.
Is there something the matter with your Fruit Loops, dude?
We'll just get you some more, man. It's like $2 for us. I know we're charging you like $10, but like.
The Artisan cereal place.
Yeah. How about that's the name of it? Artisan cereal.
Artisan cereal. Yeah. I like it, man.
Cereal. How about experiences a la cereal?
Ooh, experiences a la cereal.
Can you get kind of edgy with cereal? Can you kind of get out there and like put like cinnamon or maybe just like some zest of a jalapeno on there or something?
Oh, yeah. Dude. I like it, man.
All right.
Hey. All right. All we need now is an investor.
Yeah, angel investors, any IAs out there.
If you want to be part of a movement, and this is going to be... Listen to me when I say this. This is going to be a movement. Yeah.
You think ramen was huge? Wait till you get some artisan cereal.
Dude.
Mark Cuban. So what are your sales? We don't have any sales yet. We just have the idea. You don't have any sales yet?
I'm out.
You have this huge opportunity. You come in here and you waste it. You don't have any sales?
Dude.
Food truck. Cereal truck.
Selling cereal out of a truck.
So, Zach, Joe, what are you up to these days? We sell cereal out of the back of the truck.
Pouring Cocoa Pebbles into a bowl.
We have a food truck. Oh, what do you sell? That's awesome. Cereal.
So, down by Union Station during the summertime, they but there's like 4 or 5 food trucks that just show up regularly.
Yeah.
I say we jump on it, and we can be the cereal food truck. We can
start putting like waffle cone bowls.
But
they're all eat the bowl afterwards.
They're all jumping. But listen, there's a market here because they're all jumping in around noon.
Yeah,
we could be the early crowd. All right,
coffee,
show up,
cereal,
dude. Show up at like 8 a.m.
Yeah,
you know.
Hey, can I get some Frosted Flakes and a coffee? Oh, we just have Frosted Flakes. We don't have coffee. What?
Could I get like a glazed donut? No, we just got cereal.
This pot of coffee is just for us. No.
Dude, I like all the ideas. We're going to have to keep going with this.
Yeah.
If you guys have any ideas about what we should do with...
and an iced coffee latte and Frosted Flakes. Like in the same bowl. Like coffee flakes.
Hey, tell us what you want us to sell at the our food truck.
That's my fault.
It's okay.
I'll let that...
It's all right. I've done it. I think I'm still leading with the phone interruptions.
Yeah, most likely.
So it's all good. It's all good. Dude, I really like where that went. I'm really excited about this new business venture we got going.
Intellectual property. So
yeah,
you can't steal it. If you do, someone's probably out there selling cereal.
I don't know, dude. I don't know, man. I honestly don't know. Like, sure, somebody's probably been like, yeah, let's sell cereal. But like, you really gonna sell cereal? Like, that's gonna be it? Like, we're gonna be the first ones.
Hey, man, you could flip tables so fast.
It's true.
They come in, they pay $5 a bowl.
They're done in 10 minutes.
Done in 10 minutes. Yeah,
dude, that's awesome.
And hey, as long as you still have milk in your bowl, you have free cereal refills. All you can eat cereal. Oh my gosh, dude! I've
exploded my head.
We got to work on this. I gotta go.
Just start walking.
Yeah,
you got like graph paper. You're like,
yeah,
freaking out. Hey Joe, switching up topics.
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear about the dog doping scandal for the Iditarod?
Yeah, I've heard about it, man.
Did you?
No, I did not.
There's a guy apparently, and his dogs were tested.
Doping his dogs?
His dogs were tested.
Oh yeah,
and
I think I did hear about this.
They were. It was on NPR. So.
Yeah, most likely I heard it.
Yeah, so they
and he denies it. He says he's never knowingly given his dogs anything.
He's saying
any banned substance.
Yeah, he's saying it's likely somebody else snuck it to the dogs.
Yeah, because he's won it for like the last few years, right?
Yeah, Dallas Seavey is his name.
Yeah, if you.
By the way, don't trust that guy. Your name's Dallas. You know,
Dallas.
What's your name? Dallas.
My name's Dallas. Dallas Seavey.
Nah, I don't. I don't think so.
I race dogs.
If your name's Dallas and you're not living in Texas, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing in Montana? Do you think there is more than one Dallas? Oh, he's in Alaska. That makes sense for...
Iditarod. Yeah.
Iditarod. How long is that? Like several hundred miles?
I don't know exactly how long it is, but I just thought it was pretty silly that we're getting to the point now where your dogs are getting doped up. It's not like it's not like JJ Watt shooting up steroids or something like that. It's like
he could. He's
juicing dogs
on the
up.
injured list, right? Didn't he break his leg recently or something?
Yeah, he's out for the season.
Yeah, so he could dope up if he wants.
Oh sure. I mean, there is. I think they do use for recovery,
oh yeah, you can have some
as long as you're not playing,
because a cortisone cream, is a steroid,
and it assists with healing and stuff. But yeah,
he's a pretty terrible guy. He's only raised $30 million.
God, how dare
and he's not going to disperse it until next year.
Ugh.
Do you know that?
Yeah, but I hear it's a long term plan. He's
given he's doing $20 million towards, he kind of did a brief overview of what he's doing, and he's going to save back $10 million or so to pay out to people.
I say it's smart.
Yeah, it's pretty smart. You know what? That's the best plan I have ever heard. It's better than any plan that I've heard from the administration.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it.
No? Did you hear today, though, that some of his campaign people or his advisors were indicted?
That's what I heard.
And charged and held on $10 and $5 million bonds.
And he's still denying.
Yeah. Well, so what they're being arrested for was something prior to the campaign, because they didn't register that they were what do you call it when you go to big tobacco? They send people to go and
lobbyists.
They were lobbyists for Ukraine and
okay.
received one of these guys. Okay, I'm glad you brought this up because I actually wrote some stuff down. So one of these guys, I think it was Paul Manafort.
Okay.
He got $12 million from 2008 to 2014. And listen to some of these things. I've got it up here that he spent money on. He spent over 4 years. He spent $520,000 at one clothing store in Beverly Hills.
Jesus Christ.
That's over $100,000 a year on clothing.
I've spent maybe like $50 on myself for the past 2 years.
Yeah, on clothes. Yeah.
I'm just getting like free t-shirts from events and like all I'm paying for really is like my jeans from Old Navy.
Yeah, and that's you don't have to dress up so much anymore, so you don't need like
it's true.
Slacks after slacks.
It's true.
What else did he do? He bought $226,000 worth of Range Rovers.
Of course, because everybody does that.
What else? Okay, so this was the craziest thing. The clothes was crazy, but over 2 years, he spent close to $1 million, $934,350 at an antique rug store. 2 years. That's $450,000 a year on antique rugs. You don't stand on those, right? Like you hang them, or do you stand on them?
I think you poop on them and then you replace them because that's how much you got it to be
so obscure. Rugs, antique rugs. Like who? Like
that pisses me off.
How do you get into that? I understand like baseball cards. Like this was somebody's rug, or this is a rug from this era, like an 18th century, or like a 14th century.
That was me.
That was you. Like Ming Dynasty kind of thing. Like
yeah, he's buying rugs and vases
on rugs. That's
Jesus.
That is nuts.
That's nuts. That's insane.
Yeah.
You have to be certifiably insane to pay that much for something you walk on.
Well, I would assume that you have to kind of get rid of some of that money, maybe, like unless it was like an offshore kind of thing to try to. I don't know, but if you got
like the Canary Island or something,
you have so many millions of dollars. You're like, what are you going to spend your money on? Like that's not, I guess, not too flashy. I guess a rug, you could just put it on the floor and be like, hey, don't
step on it.
Don't step on it. Like what?
That's
like,
from
I got it from IKEA, but I really like that rug.
It definitely didn't cost $220,000.
That's just nuts, dude.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
You know what? Would you forgive him if he didn't spend that money on himself, but instead like gave it to like the American Red Cross? Or like Teach for America.
I still think like the position he eventually ended up in negates any kind of good that he could have done with the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's still being supported by a group that is actively plotting against the United States. You know, regardless.
What if he registered as a lobbyist for Ukraine and gave all that money to Make-A-Wish Foundation?
And he probably wouldn't have ended up in the position he was in, and I would have felt better about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True.
Because he
obviously did not do any good with the money he received, and
maybe he donated the rugs.
Yeah, maybe
he's like
have to sell them.
Maybe he's like, what do kids with life-ending diseases like?
Rugs.
I think rugs.
I'm sure things like that are going to be like taken.
Sure. Be, confiscated. Yeah,
that's where I was looking for.
Yep.
Between you and me, we know all words. If I don't know it,
then you just look at me and you make a weird hand gesture, or and then I
raise a couple fingers.
Yep, and then I know exactly what's happening. Yep. That's nuts, man.
That is.
I don't know. I don't even know what to think about.
Here's another one, which I could understand if I had millions of dollars. He spent $5 million over 7 years. 6 years on at another place. Let's see. Oh, it's for home improvements, which included audio and video control system installation for more than $5 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Kind of like Bose speakers everywhere. Is it like one of those things where it's like
seems like he's using
different speakers in each room, like the wireless stuff?
Yeah, seems like he's using a lot of it on like you said, just like stuff that really can't be quantified. It's just like home improvement things, like soundproofing all of his rooms and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
safe room.
You could really you could ball out of control on just doing something that doesn't look like really anything's going on.
Yeah.
You know?
What I would do is knowing that it's probably inevitable that I'm going to be caught because I'm, working for Trump and he's going to be investigated for everything. I would like build a safe room in my house or like a tunnel down to a safe room that's just like self-sustaining where I could probably stay there for years until somebody might forget or I could slip out.
Yeah. And then if you go to like prison, then you can burrow your way out like El Chapo.
Yeah. Or ended Dufresne. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Dude, how about El Chapo though? I know this is old news, but
that is crazy though. Yeah.
How he had a team of people burrowing under a prison. And apparently there were sensors, like ground sensors on the outside of this prison he was in. Yeah. And they somehow knew exactly where to go to avoid it.
People see him as like a king, like a figure.
Yeah.
It's just like majestic. Because he got out another time, a helicopter.
Yeah.
Flew into the prison and got him.
He probably just grabbed onto a ladder and just flew away.
One-handed, yeah.
Just 1 foot on there too. And then he's just waving at everybody while he just flies away.
Yeah, he jumped off the corner of the building and grabbed it and was like,
wrapped his arm in it, Stallone style. Just waved at everybody. Dude, El Chapo. He's jacked. Have you seen El Chapo? He's not jacked.
He was I have read about him recently. Like some news has come up about his this actress he was dating. Who was like in the Mexican film industry. And I forgot, but I just read recently about him a little bit. He's come up in the news recently, but I just kind of skimmed over it.
Yeah.
Don't really.
El Chapo news.
El Chapo,
yeah. I wanted to talk a little bit about, and we have, how much time do we have? Oh, okay. We got a few more. Well, we got some time. I want to talk about, I hate when you go to any kind of drive-through and that you give them your order and then they're like, will that complete your order? And you're like, yeah. And they're like, how about you have a cinnamon roll? And they just throw something else out. It's like, I've already said that I'm done. Your time has come and gone.
You have some experience with some drive-thrus, huh?
When I go,
it's usually beforehand. It's like, what I don't like is where it's like, hi, would you like to try our brand new blah, blah, blah today? And you're like, no, thank you. And then someone's like, okay, just ready when you order.
Yeah, it sounds exactly.
Like, what?
Yeah.
It's like they were a lot of places they've recorded an intro, and then it's like the person like, oh, all right, what would you like today? What? Who are you?
Recorded intros? Yeah. Who does that?
Yeah.
We do. No,
it's just weird. It always throws me off.
Weird.
I haven't gotten used to it yet.
Yeah, especially when it's so stark of a difference. You would think they would have all right, let's do a female voice, and then let's do a male voice, and it's all right, are you working that lane? All right, are you the drive-through person tonight? Okay, cool. Let's make sure that we're pumping out a female voice if you're a female. Just so everybody's not confused whenever you jump on.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I go to Taco Bell sometimes in the morning. Get a.
I've never had their breakfast.
Really? I get their Grande Scrambler, and I do it fresco, which takes off all the cheese and the dairy and adds pico to it. So it's just I get a sausage scrambler, so it's pretty, it's all right. It's better. I don't like it slathered and all that with all that cheese, and they have a sauce. I went there the other day. And I ordered it, and this is a different person. And I said, "I'll have that fresco." And they're like, "Are you sure that's going to take off all the dairy products?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Well, are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah,
that's what I ordered."
Yeah, it's what I ordered. It's not something that you don't look up on. Someone told me once that's how you order it,
Yeah.
because it's not up on there. You don't see oh, make it fresco or whatever. I was like, "Yeah, that's."
Yeah, obviously, if I'm asking
well, that's
for
what
it.
Was. She said, "Are you sure?" And I said, yes. She said, that's going to take off all the dairy products. I'm like,
aware.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. I'm aware.
Yeah. Just, come on, man. Yeah. I've got a few minutes here that I allotted before I get to school.
I went to, I'm switching topics up again. I went to a Halloween party.
Already?
Not yesterday.
You're just celebrating early.
This past weekend, Saturday. Yeah. And there's always, I don't know how to voice this without sounding. Is
that me again?
I don't know. Without sounding sexist or something.
Okay.
But there's always
not say
Halloween seems to be like a free pass for like just boobs to be out. You know.
Well, here's the thing. I'm glad you brought that up because I recently read about how there's hardly any costumes for women because it's always like the sexy nurse, the sexy librarian, the sexy whatever.
The sexy Pikachu.
There's seriously the sexy poop emoji. And I'm not joking about that. Look it up. There is
want to.
Sexy poop emoji.
There was a sexy Pikachu at the party, and you're just like, where's that lightning coming from? You know?
Yeah, but seriously, you can either do that or you can be a witch.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Guys got, like Buzz Lightyear.
I mean,
be Superman, Iron Man.
If you want to dress up sexy, cool. Do it. Mm-hmm. Awesome. But like, it seems like it's, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. There's also the Rudolph. Have you seen that? Where it's like one boob's out. And the nose is over the nipple. So
over the pasty.
Actually,
it's a pasty. Yeah. It's like a Janet Jackson.
I'm not joking. That's actually a thing.
That's a thing.
That is a thing. Yeah. It was a thing last year.
My faith in humanity is almost diminished at this point.
Yeah. If it wasn't already, then that might have just pushed it on over the edge.
I think it did. Something funny that I saw at the costume party. This guy was wearing a shirt.
What? Dude.
And all it said on it was Peter.
Yeah.
And you're like,
Peter, pumpkin eater. Is he a pumpkin eater?
No, he was Peter. He was Peter. And then you're like, what does that mean? Mm-hmm. He's just by himself getting food. And then all of a sudden his girl walks up and she's dressed like a pumpkin.
Pumpkin eater.
Yeah. Yeah, so that one was a funny costume. Yeah. But that's one of those that you can just sort of wear over and over again.
Yeah.
You just don't give a shit about Halloween. I'm going to put on my Peter shirt.
I told you what I'm dressing up as tomorrow.
Yeah.
Max from Hocus Pocus.
Oh, I thought you were going as Kevin Spacey.
I was until
all this shit.
Until today.
You're going to dress up like, what's his character on House of Cards?
I'll give you a hint. It's a brand of typewriter.
Oh, yeah, because everybody knows a fucking typewriter.
You don't know?
Ford.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of a type of typewriter. When's the last time I used a typewriter?
Well, now I've just blanked.
RCA or something. They made one, I'm sure, in the late probably. 80s.
It is a... Oh, I just had it. I don't remember now. I'll think of it here in a second.
All right. Yeah, no.
Underwood. And
that's
Underwood.
That's the name of typewriter.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Do you know that? Oh.
Nope. Wouldn't have guessed that in a million years.
And you can attest, I didn't look it up on my computer. My phone is down. My hands were crossed.
It's true. You're busy being homeless.
With my fingerless gloves.
The hands are getting a little chilly.
Yeah, this is a
story of a girl
who cried a river and drowned the whole world.
Yeah.
Why she looks so sad in photographs.
I absolutely love when she smiles,
When she smiles.
What a good song.
When she smiles.
Hey, we should probably get to fact-checking with Johnny.
Oh, yeah.
This is Fact-Checking with Johnny.
Hey guys, here are the facts for episode 34. Just to let you know, a half cylinder is actually called a horizontal cylindrical segment. Yeah, pretty lame. I was kind of hoping it'd be some cool new shape that I'd be able to throw in every once in a while, but that's probably not going to work. Carrying on to Joe's hippo rampage, hippos are also known as a river horse. A group of them is called either a crash, a bloat, a herd, a pod, or a dale. I personally love a crash. And I always wondered why, like, so many different animals have so many different, so many different terminologies around what a group of them is called. Like, why are they not all just called a group or a herd? Like, why does a crash make sense? Or a dale? Like, is that the guy's name who saw a group of hippos and was like, hey, that looks like my family, so we're going to call them dales? I don't know. I don't get it. Joe, sorry to disappoint you, but hippos actually have 36 teeth, not 4. Couldn't find anything on how many times they yawn. And they're also not monogamous. Only the dominant males are allowed to mate. And they are the only land mammals that mate in the water, which is kind of cool. As far as how dangerous they are the number one, like the leader, in deaths, causing of human deaths in Africa. So it goes hippos, and then mosquitoes, and then elephants, black mamba, Nile crocodile, great white shark, and the lion. So pretty dangerous animals, obviously, but I found that list to be kind of interesting. Mosquitoes, second leading cause of death for humans in Africa. Obviously, disease is a huge issue, but, it's probably still not the original animals you would think would be on the top of that list. Anyways, for the points, guys are both tied up at 15. I'm looking forward to going over the next episode, and everyone have a great Halloween. Or I guess I hope you had a great Halloween. Take care.
I can't believe that hippos only have don't have 4 teeth.
That don't have 4 teeth.
I thought they only had 4 teeth.
That was cracking me up. It was very matter of factly like
actually,
Joe.
It
wasn't. I thought it was kind of obvious that I don't really know much about hippos.
I like to imagine Johnny.
I'm pretty confident.
Yeah, I like to imagine when he recorded this that he was doing doing the little head shake, side to side head shake.
He pulls off his glasses, puts one,
one end in his mouth.
In his mouth, and he's like, actually,
there are 36 teeth.
Yeah.
But
and he apologized. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, he said sorry. So, that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you apologize.
Yeah.
He talked about groups of animals, and we would be remiss to not mention a waffle platypus.
Yeah.
Of course.
I do like a crash of
yeah.
I feel like that's just like that's a noise associated with them because they come crashing through.
Yeah.
So you could just call a crash of animals. Kind of like a menagerie.
What's and just so we're all clear, Hippo's favorite band is Dave Matthews Band because that song.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course. Into Me,
Crash Into Me. Yeah,
yeah. And we should just change like a bull in a china shop to a hippo in a china shop.
Yeah, that's true.
They'll crash through. They're a crash of hippos.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Usually, you just have like one word to describe a group of it. Actually, why are there like 4 different ones for hippos?
Not long ago, and there's actually a lot of different names.
Yeah,
I mean, like a lot of animals have several. I do, and I think I almost quizzed you on these, like where I said, "Hey, what's a what?" I'm gonna look back through my.
I don't think you ever did that. I think you might have thought to do that, but you didn't. You didn't actually do that.
Look at all these dart wins.
Dude, it looks like you just sort of went crazy and started scribbling all over your pages.
Speaking of darts,
is there just a lot of weird math equations that you've been working through?
You seen that movie Beautiful Mind?
Yeah,
I haven't.
They made that movie about me.
Did they?
Yep.
What's it about?
My mind.
Oh.
Obviously. 100%.
Gosh, man. Totality. Remember that? Remember the Totality?
Oh yeah, the Eclipse.
Mm-hmm.
Joe's going through all of his podcast notes right now.
Okay, so I didn't write down the multiples of these, but I did write them down. So a cauldron of bats, a sloth of bears, shrewdness of apes.
A what?
Shrewdness. That's only one of a few. One of them was shrewdness.
A shrewdness of apes.
And I don't remember the others. Congregation of alligators. A murder of crows.
Well, that makes sense because crows are like,
just murder.
Yeah. Well, but like every time you see a crow in a movie, you're like, somebody dying.
Someone's dying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if it crows 3 times. Business of flies. because there could be a swarm. There's also a business.
A business of flies?
Business of flies. A team of oxen.
Okay. I like that one. We are a team. We are a team of oxen.
Oh, shoot. I can read it. It says a company of... I don't know what that last one is. Is that Widges? Is that a bird?
Company of...
It looks like Widges. Widges.
Did you mean pigeons, but you put widgeons? A company of widgeons?
Yeah. That's an... Oh, those are wizard pigeons.
Widgeons. Yeah. Of course. This looks like the scribbling of an insane person. Yes. I just want to point that out.
Recently I've just been keeping it on Slack.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the noises.
It's all good. That's how I typically. It says widgeons, dude. You don't have to keep looking at it.
I know. Is that weird?
Says
you look
widgeons.
at your own handwriting, you're like, who wrote that?
What crazy person scribbled in my notepad?
Mm-hmm. Well, folks.
Yeah, I think we're nearing the end of everything.
Remember for the holiday season to pick up your jumbled coffee mugs, jumbled t-shirts. You can find it on Etsy.com/jumbled.
You're going to start making these because I don't have it. Oh, you've already been... And you're just in your pocketing all the money.
For the last year.
I haven't seen any of it.
Well, me either, because I just now put it on Etsy. I've got a whole...
Oh, gotcha.
I have a whole stockade... Whole stockpile?
A stockade of
stockpile, stock market of swag.
A stockade of gerbils, I think is what it is.
Yes, lanyards. I've got money clips,
dude.
Yeah.
I've seen not 1 cent.
Calculators. Well, I've invested about $3,000 in all this
Wow.
stuff. Tip calculators.
So you've invested $3,000 into swag, but you can't fix your goddamn microphone, so I don't hear this humming?
I didn't notice it until you said it. Seriously,
really?
Tuned it out. It's kind of lower recently.
It is. It's not bad. It's not bad today. But anyway, yeah. So check out that. No, we're.
Yes, we are.
We're
wrapping up.
No, I was saying, are we really on Etsy?
Oh, you'll just have to find out. Next week, on Jumbled.
404 area, you go over to Etsy.com/jumbled. No, we're, if anybody wants to make some jumbled swag for us,
Yeah.
We won't pay you. We'll pay you.
I like the artwork we've been receiving.
Yeah. We'll pay you the same we pay Johnny, which is a handsome $0.
Mm-hmm.
You
have to be handsome though.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be handsome.
Yes.
So yeah, that's it.
Or you'll get a homely $0.
Yeah, a homely $0. And you want the handsome $0.
Yeah. Yep,
of course. Yep. All right, guys. So check us out on SoundCloud, Google Play Music, Player.fm. We're on iTunes. Please go over there, rate and review. All of our social stuff is at Jumbled Podcast. Feel free to reach out to us at jumbledpodcast@gmail.com. Forgot it for a second. Don't know how long I've been doing this.
You stopped using Google. That's why.
Oh, that's what it is. Bang. Bang, bang. So we're out of here, Joe.
Okay.
You want to play some darts?
I'll throw some darts.
All right, man. Let's get to it. We'll see you guys next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast
about nothing.
Yeah.